about ready to make the walk to the cage here.
Both these girls felt like they should be the main event. So we're going to see what's going on. John Frenchie in his corner, in her corner.
See, she's shaking off the last minute nerves.
You know what? I think this might be fight of the night.
Two undefeated fighters. It's always good to see.
She's got all the markers of one. Checks every box, folks. Let's see if we get it delivered.
This is a little bit awkward for our ring girl Sherelle since they actually fought.
You think she's gonna go in the ring for the card?
I don't know. I would throw the car right in her face if I was a ring girl.
You're like,
We have a situation similar to John Jones wins the heavyweight title and DC has to do the post fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I apologize. Joan Nelson's the one that actually fought her. My bad. But the other girl, Joan Nelson fought her. I apologize. I messed that one up. She looks fit.
oh yeah.
Ready to go. I saw her backstage when we first came in and she was super relaxed. Just hanging out, chilling.
She looked calm right up to this point so far. I mean, I watched her kind of breathe out those last minute nerves when she went down the steps. And the second those feet touched those stairs, completely different.
Oh,
woman.
she looks happy in there too. Look at her. Maybe she was worried about falling down the stairs.
Those bright lights in your face, man, that definitely happens.
I always worry about that every time I go down when I'm going to interview. I'm like, step on every step, step on every
Man, the
step.
way you're doing that pimp step the way up into the cage, I'd be more worried about eating the friggin' landing there.
No way, I'm confident getting in the cage.
All right, folks. Joan Nelson, Synthesis BJJ's premier female athlete, making the way to the cage. Now you hear the crowd giving the love, giving her flowers. You talked about the win she has over the aforementioned ring girl. Can she go out there stringing another one and potentially not just go from the first women's co-main event or women's featured fight,
Oh, look at you.
but the first women's champion?
She's got a Buffalo Cryo shirt on underneath there too. Another one of our beautiful sponsors. She also beat the other ring girl's cousin. She's got a lot of wins. On top of that, she fought the first female that fought in Buffalo in MMA ever. She beat her as well.
So every female she wins, they become a ring girl.
Maybe.
Just sends them into different occupations.
Yes.
This is a girl that you can tell is as professional of a combat sports athlete as they go. Look on her face. Business as usual for her.
Oh yeah.
This is a veteran versus an up-and-comer too. She's been around a long time, facing another undefeated fighter, veteran versus up-and-comer. Usually when you see this happen, it's at the professional level, and it's the veteran that's falling down, right?
Yeah, usually it's the young eat the old in this sport.
But
yes.
we're still in the amateurs, and these girls are still both young.
Haven't even hit close to their primes yet.
And this is the exciting time to see these fights.
She looks way bigger than the other girl.
She does look to have a considerable size advantage. Cutting weight is an art in itself.
Three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Buffalo Cryo blue corner, hailing from Elmira, New York, representing Fifth Round Fitness. She stands at 5'6", weighing in at 135 pounds. She's Karen Hoad Ford. Fighting in the green leaf red corner. She hails from Rochester, New York, representing Synthesis Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She stands at 5'7", weighing in at 134.6 pounds. She's Joan.
The pop in here is definitely Joan Nelson, definitely the hometown favorite.
And she's fired up too.
Oh, right there.
Joan Nelson's been doing a lot of kickboxing as well. So she should have a sizable, substantial striking advantage.
I wouldn't want to spar with her.
I'm looking at, I'm just,
Oh,
Nice.
looking to see what happens here in the opening part of this contest.
Inside trip. Good defense here. Body lock defense, inside trip. Into the cage we go. Now who's going to win the underhook battle right here? Hoad is doing some good work against the cage. Joan Nelson's got her back to the wall. She's looking for headlock attack here. Hoad's landing some knees. She got her back turned. She might take her back there.
Oh, nice.
Good attempt at a back take.
Guys, I'm sorry I broke away for a second. I'm laughing with a couple of people because there's a girl down here in the crowd with an OnlyFans advertisement shirt on with a QR code.
Oh, I noticed that a while back.
Oh, you scanned it, didn't
I
you?
was on it.
I'm watching the action in the cage here, and it's going wild.
I've been laughing since the walkouts here, folks. I'm sorry.
Nelson turned it back to the corner. Now she's got Hoad up against the cage. Looking for her takedown.
So what Nelson got to do here, K-Man?
Nelson's got to put her back on the cage. Ironically, it's the person with their back on the cage that's been landing more damage in this fight. Now Hoad's back on the cage again. Or Nelson's back on the cage again. Hoad put her on the cage.
Not a lot of action there. Nice shot on the separation.
Not a lot of action, but there's a lot of work. Oh, big head kick.
Man, what a three-piece. Oh,
Nelson is
overhand
tough.
Right.
But her face is marked up.
Joan Nelson,
Oh.
as you said, tougher than a $2 steak.
Nelson's going for the takedown, but couldn't get
Nelson's having a really hard time getting her down. Hoad's got some very good balance. She's going to have to get away from the trips and go to more upper body attacks. A little bit of less pop on the knee by Hoad now. It looks like she can, yeah, just dig some uppercuts. Good job. She's reading my mind. Hoad likes this headlock position. Digging for no hooks, good job. I think she might be leaking a little bit.
Joan
Oh,
Nelson
Nelson
finally
spun
gets
her
her
to the
down.
ground.
And you got to figure that is a huge confidence booster for Joan Nelson. Let's see if she can make this work out for the belt.
she going to reverse it?
Hoad's doing a good job with that butterfly hook.
It's pretty
Escaping
close
out.
there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
10 seconds, looking for a new cut. Now starting to do some damage. Taking advantage of that position. Going for arm triangle from the bottom, not enough time.
Hoad is tough, man. She really is tough.
Such a great fight so far.
Anyone from John French's gym is going to be tough as nails. There's Brittany walking around the ring card. Oh my God. Nelson ate that.
It didn't really look like it bothered her too much, did it?
Not at all. And then she just spun her to the ground.
Those shots would have put lesser people out. Instead, she eats them, moves forward. We look at the rest of those highlights there. Those highlights brought to you by Green Leaf Health.
It would definitely put Ray down.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that.
How do you think the Whopper Jr. feels over here? I would have been asleep before she even threw him. I think we've come up with that. You and I will do our podcast with the Whopper and Whopper Jr. And we got the double stacker Jeff Dens. BK, where's our sponsorship money?
I'm the McRib.
You're only around for a limited time.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gone.
See, they used to call me the taco maker because I fold them up and put them in. Never mind.
All right, back to the fight. Hoad's first one off the stool. I always was trying to be the first one off the stool when I fought. Let them know I'm not tired.
So we go back to what I said within the first few fights about a buddy of mine, head coach Don Walton, that does not let his fighters sit down. Jeff, what do you think about that philosophy of not letting the fighter sit down?
I'm old, man. I like to sit down. I get tired. I like to sit down, rest my legs. As long as I don't take too much leg damage. Hoad is looking fierce on the feet.
Yes, she is.
Not a lot of
to
pop.
make a statement here in this second round. I wonder what the coaches said that fired her up here.
Riley, you have to walk home if you lose. That usually works pretty good.
Yeah.
Once again, Nelson's putting her on the cage.
I think when Nelson get her in the cage, that's when she got the advantage.
Hoad's doing a really good job stopping Nelson from getting head control here. Really good job. Now she's turning off the cage again. That's all that's really stopping Nelson from getting these takedowns. Is the
Now,
way
who do
she's
you think loses the energy here? Who gets tired out?
They're both spending a lot of energy, but Nelson's doing a lot more of the work right now.
Yeah, they say the offensive takedown one of the more tiring things in mixed martial arts, especially if you do not complete it.
So right here, Nelson's got really good hand control. I hang on to that hand and punch her in the face. If you can't get the takedown, you gotta do some damage.
She snaps those shots out there like a pro. Hoad looking to potentially put the finishing touches on this one.
It's like Nelson can see the punches coming.
She's turned her back now. Took a big knee to the body.
Oh my God. This is a striking clinic for Hoad so far, folks. We've got fans on their feet.
Hoad's putting her feet in her face like they're sneakers. Her face is not a sneaker, but I don't mean that in a bad way, but she is kicking her. She almost got her back here. Now Nelson gives it up. She's fatigued and hurt.
Jumping up. It's going to take that choke there. It looks like she's starting to get that under the chin. She's got it almost extended here.
What she got to do, K-Maker? She got it or?
I can't tell from the angle. It looks like it's on her chin, not underneath her neck.
That is under the chin as far as I can see here. She left in a great spot too, man.
Good job hand fighting there to get this off. Nelson is tough.
Throwing the shots here, see if she can get the finish. Maybe go back to that neck again. Do we have a better view?
Nelson looks like she can almost turn out here.
Yeah.
She got her feet on the cage. She should be able to come up here.
But then again, when you're trying to defend a choke to a woman that's been trying to maul you the entire contest.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to say that. I am kicked in the face like 8 times. Trying to remember my name. Good job. At this point, there's like 15 seconds left. She should just cover up. Corner should give her the knowledge and not give up this position.
Good shots from Hoad here.
Short
10
time
seconds left. Let's see if we can get to the end of the round for Joan Nelson. All right, you've got to figure this is 2 rounds down to 1. At what point do you discuss a 10-8 round? I don't feel like that was one personally, but they get much more dominant than that, then you're going to have to start discussing.
Yeah, you got to talk about the 3 Ds when you talk about 10-8 rounds. So we have damage, duration, and man, there was a lot of damage and there was a lot of duration already right off the bat. So I think you can make a 10-8 case here. She was hitting her.
The only reason I wouldn't say that we would call this a 10-8 if I was down there in the judge's chair is that we saw Joan actively, trying to get out of these situations. She's fighting decently here. She's making an effort. In a lot of the situations where you see those 10-8s, these guys just get dominated. Regardless of the effort, they still get mollywopped, and I don't think that was the case here.
I'm a big believer that there should be way more 10-8 rounds to separate these. I like that they're supposed to call more 10-8 rounds. I would call it a 10-8 round. You want separation in the scoring cards when there's clearly a dominant fighter. That was clearly her round. Right. There's no way you could give it to the other girl. I think that should make it a 10-8.
I feel like you were, definitely. I thought they were trying to call timeout there for a second. But yeah, you were right. They talk about more 10-8. It is a 10-point must system, 9 or less.
Yeah. And they never give half.
Nice thing.
Walked right into that knee button. Here we go.
Now what Nelson got to do here, K-Man?
Nelson's got to get this on the floor with her on top, like she's trying to do. She's been looking for trips this whole time. She should stay up her body, just like she threw her to the ground. She's trying to use that whizzer to put her down.
Nice body shot.
That kick to the body.
Hoad's striking is on point.
I don't like it.
There, leg attack. Now she gets a little before.
No.
Good escape. Nelson's got to pull in those legs, establish his position. She's only got 2 minutes and 25 seconds to work. She's clear of the guillotine. She should go right to the back here, get her hooks in. First hook should come in already, but she missed it. Now she's got a mat returner. Back down to the mat we go. She's going to lose mount. She's looking for the back.
Oh, straight knee bar here. Going for the knee bar. Can she get it?
It's not even between her legs. She's not in danger here. She just needs to keep coming up to the back. Nelson's just got to come up on top here. She's okay still. She can come right up into this leg drag position. She got to get her weight back. Now she's in the deep knee bar. She put herself there, but she's kicking out.
And she also has, if you look, the left arm of Joan Nelson was kind of tied up there for a second in the legs.
Now she's on top. She should come up and start punching her in the face right here. Her knee is pretty protected. It's not straight yet. She can't go to heel hook.
Yeah, that is a
It has
heel
to be a straight. It has to be a straight lock. So now she can do some work right here because of the angle that her legs at.
She punched her own foot.
She didn't. She put herself in a deeper knee bar too. The leg's pretty straight. She needs to get that knee on the ground and now start punching right here. Settle her weight back. She's out. Good job. Good escape.
What the Hoad's got to do?
Hoad's doing what she got to do. She's already back up on her feet. She just needs to break those hands, come up and make space.
Now we have Joan Nelson being the lead blanket that she wanted to be throughout this whole fight. She has about 50 seconds left to try to maximize this opportunity and turn what could be a losing effort into a win.
She's got to work hard here. Her coaches should be screaming at her to get it back down on the ground, maybe split and just try and do some damage here, even though it hasn't been going her way on the feet. 40 seconds left. She's got to get that shark bite and take her back.
Oh my God.
Holds a little bit too fast for her. Just a little bit of a speed difference.
Own takedown now.
Nelson put a lot of effort into that whole exchange on the bottom there.
If you had Kara Hoad with her own takedown on your bingo card, you can go collect now, folks. 10 seconds left.
Oh, so she don't want to be a ring girl.
That's right.
Kara
Nice,
Hoad
good explosion here at the end. These girls are going for it.
They're so tough.
Very tough. That was an amazing fight.
And it seems like it's all but official, a win for Kara Hoad, putting on one incredible performance against the veteran, Joan Nelson.
Man, that was amazing. Amazing fight. That's a big win for Kara, keeping that undefeated string going. All right, to make my walk down to the cage, gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, here's our replay.
All right, these replays brought to you by the Armstrong Armory.
I thought she almost got that knee bar there.
Man, I thought that was in. I thought that was it. There's a couple of situations there and instances where I thought that knee bar was going to come to fruition, but the mastermind Jeff Dens here with the golden eye to tell us opposite.
Yep.
Such a great fight back and forth. Women's mixed martial arts putting on some incredible fights across the board here tonight as well.
And this is the K4 first women fight, so.
You know what? Very fitting.
So hopefully many more to come.
See if the judges have rendered their decision. There they are, folks. We'll send it up to the ring announcer. We'll get the official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them one more round of applause. That's an all fight right there. And for 3 counts, we're going to do the scorecards, and all 3 judges have scored the fight in favor of the winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Kara
I'd really be interested to see the scorecards here to see exactly how that was scored, if there was a 10-8 there in round 2, like we were kind of calling for here.
Right.
Maybe I could get down there and see what the case was.
What a fight.
Joan Nelson getting the love from the crowd that she totally deserves, in all honesty.
Oh, yeah.
She is, ladies and gentlemen, a legend in combat sports here in Western New York. Thank you for all you've done here.
That was an amazing fight. I called this as a fight of the night, maybe. When I did the write-up, I walked down here. Every person that walked by, like, yeah, I got right. That was fight of the night. How do you feel?
She was strong.
Let me go down and see if I can get a look at that scorecard.
I trained hard, so I came out here and fought hard.
I watched the live fight to give me on this, and I have not seen you striking look so crisp. You were on point tonight. What made that huge improvement in your striking? Everything you threw landed straight. It was beautiful.
Been working out throwing straight, throwing power. I got to keep my coaches and everybody that I train with.
You had that great scramble where she took your back. She tried to go right to your back and you turned it into a knee bar. Can you walk us through that exchange?
Well, I see seen the foot, and I was like, I better take that. And I couldn't get it, so I she ended up taking it back, but I was able to get out. Pretty proud of myself for that.
I like that. I saw the foot, I grabbed it. That's great. That's how I explain my jiu-jitsu too. I don't know, I just grab and squeeze, right? That was a very amazing performance. What's next for you? You're still undefeated. Looking to get a title shot in K4. This is sure about a title fight, Mr. P.
That's something I talked to Keith about. I want to thank him for having me on the show. I really, truly appreciate it.
Let's give it up in case you guys don't know. This was the first female K4 fight. Let's give it up for these girls. Let's go. Bring down the house.
Did you get an answer or?
They did not disclose that information.